Your thumb hovers before you tap. That small icon feels heavier than it should. Your chest tightens before numbers load. You tell yourself it's only an app, yet your body braces like something painful is waiting on the other side. Maybe you already know the balance. Still, opening it feels like confirming a verdict you've been quietly dreading all day. By the end of this, you'll understand why this happens, and something inside you will start to feel softer. This isn't about discipline or being bad with money. It's about a nervous system that learned to fear a number. You're not dramatic for feeling this. You're not weak for hesitating. Your body remembers what your mind tries to forget. Notice how you exhale slightly after closing the app, as if you survived something. That reaction alone tells a story. The banking app isn't really the problem. It's the mirror your anxiety uses to show how unsafe you secretly feel. Some people open it 10 times daily. Others avoid it for weeks. Both are the same fear in different clothes. The checker is searching for a feeling of safety. The avoider is protecting one. Same wound, opposite coping styles. You smile through dinner, laugh easily with friends. Then the quiet moment returns and your thumb drifts back. It's almost automatic now. A small ritual of checking, hoping, flinching, closing. A loop your mind built without your permission. Somewhere along the way, money stopped being numbers. It became a measurement of whether you are okay in the world. That's why the app feels so loud. You're not checking funds. You're checking if you're still safe, still enough. Think about the last time you opened it. Was it really to plan or to soothe an unnamed worry? Most people don't realize they're doing this. They think they're being responsible. Underneath, they're trying to calm a quiet feeling. If checking truly calmed you, you'd only do it once. The fact you keep returning means something deeper is unhealed. Anxiety doesn't trust good news. Even a comfortable balance can feel suspicious, like it might disappear if you look away. This is why people with savings still feel broke. The number on the screen never matches what the body believes. You can be fine on paper and still feel one mistake from collapse. That gap is where the tension lives. The banking app becomes a stage where this gap performs daily. Your eyes see digits. Your body feels survival itself. Notice the breath you hold while it loads. That pause is your system bracing for impact that never arrives. Your shoulders rise. Your jaw tightens. Your stomach turns slightly. These are old responses, not reactions to today's actual balance. Somewhere in your past, money meant more than money. It meant safety, peace, dignity, or the painful lack of them. Maybe you watched a parent count cash slowly, their face tight, their voice quieter than usual. Maybe you heard whispered arguments about bills behind closed doors, words muffled, but the tension unmistakable. Maybe you knew a card being declined publicly, the cashier waiting patiently, your face quietly burning red. Or the silence after someone said, "We cannot afford that." A silence that taught you to stop asking. Children don't forget those moments. They store them as truth. Money equals tension. Money equals please don't run out. So now, decades later, your adult thumb hesitates on a glowing icon. A child inside you braces for old news. That's not weakness, that's memory. Your body is loyal to lessons it learned before you had any words for them. The app simply pulls those lessons to the surface. It's not creating the anxiety, it's revealing what was already there. This is why logic alone doesn't fix it. You can know you're okay and still feel unsafe. Feelings ignore spreadsheets. You might compare yourself to people who seem unbothered by their finances. Please remember you're not seeing their inner screen. Many calm-looking people carry the same tightness you do. They've simply learned to hide the flinch better than the rest. Comparison is another quiet trigger you rarely name. You scroll, see, assume things about other people's lives. Suddenly your balance feels smaller than minutes before. Nothing changed except your nervous system slipped into comparison mode. The app didn't change, your perception did. Anxiety shrinks what you have by enlarging what others appear to own. Let's pause here for a gentle moment together. Take one slow breath with me before we continue this conversation. When was the last time opening your banking app felt neutral? Not joyful, not dreadful, just neutral, like checking weather. For many people, the honest answer is they can't remember. That tells you something important about how long this lived. If you feel comfortable, share in the comments what opening your app feels like in your body. Anything honest. Someone scrolling tonight needs to know they aren't alone. Their hands go cold too before tapping that icon. Your words could be the moment another person feels less alone in this very quiet, very common fear. Now let's go deeper because there's more underneath this than even most thoughtful conversations name out loud. This fear isn't yours alone. It travels quietly for generations, through whispered worries, through every household that ever counted carefully. The banking app has become a modern mirror for self-worth. Many of us check it asking, am I doing enough? A higher number whispers, you're safe, you're valuable, you're keeping up. A lower number whispers, you're failing, falling, not enough. But your worth was never inside that number. It feels that way because the world taught you to measure yourself. You are not your balance. You are not your last paycheck. You are not the gap between have and fear. Yet the app offers a number, and your mind mistakes it for an answer about who you are. This is why a good balance doesn't bring lasting peace. The relief fades because self-worth was never something delivered. And this is why a low balance feels like a personal verdict. The shame isn't about money, it's about identity. Notice how often you check after something emotional. A hard conversation, a long day, a moment of self-doubt. The app becomes a strange comfort, even when it doesn't comfort. The brain grips familiar things when feelings grow loud. It's the same instinct as checking a phone for messages. You're not looking for information. You're looking for quiet reassurance. Once you see that, you can't unsee it. The checking was never about the money. It was about needing held. And no app can hold you. No number can either. Only awareness, breath, and gentle presence do that work. This is also why some people overspin right after checking. The anxiety becomes unbearable, so relief gets sought somewhere else. Others freeze and do nothing for hours after checking, paralyzed by the simple act of having looked. Both are nervous system responses, not character flaws. The body chooses its strategy before your conscious mind agrees. Your relationship with the app reveals your relationship with uncertainty. Money is just the language your fear speaks fluently. If it weren't money, it might be health or work. Anxiety always finds a stage. Yours happens to be financial. Understanding that takes some shame out of it. You're not broken around money. You're a human carrying old, tender weight. Let's gently look at what your body actually needs when that icon appears on your screen. Spoiler, not another check. It needs a pause, a breath, a whisper that says, whatever the number reads, I am safe in this moment. That's the reframe most people never receive. Safety doesn't live in the balance. Safety lives in staying with yourself. You can have very little and feel deeply grounded inside. You can have a lot and still feel completely terrified. This isn't about pretending money doesn't matter. It does. But your peace can't depend on a number always cooperating. When peace depends on the balance becomes a quiet tyrant. You become its servant. Refreshing, checking, hoping, dreading. Imagine opening the app as one piece of information, not a referendum on your soul. That shift changes everything slowly. It won't happen in one day. The nervous system learns gently, through repetition, through choosing breath over bracing again. Next time you reach for the app, try pausing for 3 seconds first. Notice your body. Ask what you're seeking. If the answer is reassurance, the app probably can't give it. If it's information, you can look from calmer ground. This small pause interrupts the automatic loop. Over time, it teaches your body that opening the app is not danger. You might still feel the flinch at first. That's okay. You're not erasing the feeling. You're softening around it gently. Soft awareness changes more than forced control ever does. Be patient with the part still expecting danger on that screen. That part isn't your enemy. It's the younger you who once felt powerless watching money cause pain in your home. Speak to that part kindly. Tell it we are grown now. We can handle what we see. We can breathe. This is not magical thinking. This is how nervous systems heal. Through reassurance, through presence, through being met without shame. The numbers on the screen will keep changing. That's life. But your relationship with them can become spacious, gentle. Imagine checking your balance and simply nodding. Not panicking, not celebrating. Just noticing, deciding, breathing, moving on with your day. That's not fantasy. That's a real destination. Reached one calm tap at a time, one compassionate breath after another. You don't have to be there yet. You only have to know it exists. Knowing changes the direction of healing. Tonight, when you open the app, place one hand on your chest first, a small anchor before the screen. Feel your own heartbeat. It was here before any balance. It will be here after any balance. You are more. Then open it. Look. Breathe. Close it gently. No spiraling, no scrolling deeper into worry tonight. Just one honest, gentle moment of quiet presence. That single moment is the seed of everything that follows. If old fear rises, don't fight it. Whisper, I see you. I understand why you're here, and you are safe. That kind of self-talk feels strange at first. Keep going anyway. Your nervous system listens more to tone than logic. Over weeks, something quiet will shift inside. The icon will still be there. The tension around it will loosen slightly. You'll notice you forgot to check for hours. Then a whole day. Not from avoidance, but from slow trust. That's the real freedom. Not endless wealth, but freedom from constant emotional weather inside a small glowing rectangle. Money will always matter in practical ways. That's fine, but it doesn't have to keep your nervous system hostage anymore. You're allowed a calm relationship with finances while still building them. Calm is not a reward for arrival. Calm is a practice, a choice, a daily returning. Available even on days the balance feels smaller than you hoped. If this reached something tender inside, take a slow breath right now. Let yourself feel quietly understood for a moment. You came here carrying tension you didn't have words for yet. I hope you leave with a little more language. Share in the comments what shifted for you while listening. Your honesty might be exactly what another viewer needs tonight. If you'd like more conversations like this, consider subscribing and tapping the bell. We unpack the anxieties money creates. This channel exists for people like you, people who feel deeply, people who want quiet understanding more than loud tips. You deserve a softer relationship with your money, mind, and self. All three are more connected than the world admits. Next time your thumb hovers over that icon, remember this conversation. You are not your balance, not your fear. You are the steady presence behind both. The one who notices, breathes, and chooses kindness in small glowing moments. Sleep gently tonight. Tomorrow, when the app calls for your attention, may you meet it from a calmer place. And may you remember peace was never hiding inside the number. It was quietly waiting inside you all along.